Welcome back to America Right Now. Well, the most dangerous woman in America is at it again. Who am I talking about? Randi Weingarten, head of one of the largest public school teachers unions in America. What's she doing? Let's talk about it with my special guest for the next 2 hours. Corey DeAngelis is the senior fellow at the American Culture Project and also the author of The Parent Revolution. And Noel Nikpour is a columnist and Republican strategist and the author of Branding America. It is really great to have both of you in studio with me today. The president of the American Federation of Teachers, Randi Weingarten, somebody that Corey knows very well. She has been out there promoting her new book, and she's got some very interesting things to say. Watch.
There is a reason why in Norway, when the Nazis took over Norway, that's why I'm wearing this paperclip. What did the teachers in Norway do when there was the Nazi occupation? They started wearing paperclips. Kids started wearing paperclips. Why? To bind people together.
Corey, we have seen a rise in political violence driven by the left. We just saw the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And she's out there on a tour again, calling people on the right Nazis and fascists. Talk to us about this book and what we're hearing out of her now.
Which, by the way, she copied my book. The cover is exactly like mine. She says she didn't plagiarize it, but it's pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious, yeah.
I dedicated my book to her for accidentally doing more to advance school choice than anyone could have ever imagined. But look, she needs to turn down the temperature. I thought the Democrats were talking about getting back to peace and away from violence. And in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination, she's quadrupling down on this divisive rhetoric, calling conservatives fascist, and then going on MSNBC pretending that America is somehow anyway comparable to Nazi Germany. And so she's basically minimizing the effects of the Holocaust, and she should resign in disgrace. She actually was on a radio station here in New York City and responded to a public school teacher that called in who was complaining about how politicized the union had become. He was upset about the Mamdani endorsement. And guess what she said? Well, you can stop funding the union if you want. We should take her advice and teachers should leave.
Yeah, Noel, I mean, it's pretty astonishing. But then again, not at the same time. We've almost come to expect this from both the UFT and the NEA.
Yeah. Well, and she is a poor leader, and I don't think she is representing all of students and all of the body of education as a whole. I mean, she's clearly got her own opinions. Instead of focusing on how to make education better and what to do for all students, she's politicized it. And I think this is wrong. And she's going on a book tour with her own viewpoint.
And she used to sit on the Democratic National Committee. I don't know how the heck that's possible. You did mention about trying to break the union and trying to get the teachers out of the union so that we can actually have good public education in this country. Ryan Walters, who used to be in Oklahoma, he was the superintendent of schools for the state of Oklahoma. You and I both know him. He just left that job to try to mount an effort to try to do something about these unions. What do you think of this?
Yeah, it's time to destroy the teachers' unions, and Ryan Walters is the guy to do it at the Teacher Freedom Alliance. What they're basically trying to do is say, hey, look, we need school choice competition, obviously, but we need competition for the union bosses like Randi Weingarten, who make over $600,000 a year. She actually, I found out that she put money through AFT towards Feldman Strategies, a progressive PR firm that is now bragging about promoting her book. So if you're a union teacher and you don't like how Randi Weingarten is representing you, you should leave for alternatives like the Teacher Freedom Alliance, starve the beast, and dismantle the union from the inside.
Well, it's about time that we focused on kids and what is best for our scores and for competitiveness, rather than the leadership of the teachers union, because it's not about children. You make that point. I'll give you the last word real quick.
Well, that's why a lot of people, and there are certain charities like Children's Scholarship Fund, there are certain charities that are excelling in education that are helping bridge that gap, and that's why private schools, you can't find enough private schools because parents are electing to try to see how they can afford to put their child in private school because the public education is so bad.
All right. Corey, Noel, you're going to stick with us. You're going to be with us throughout the rest of the show. Appreciate you being here.